Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black with the weekend vid, and we're not going to waste too much time because you'll hear me talk about exhaustion risk, and that can be from price or time, which means that like here we went into some recent highs. There's your exhaustion risk. You don't have any more pivots to take out of. But now we're coming into the end of the year, so you can have new continuity levels for the year, the quarter, the month, all that coming up next week. So we're not going to waste too much time. Another thing why we use multiple time frame analysis. So you can see SPY inside day, but you'll see this high, 386.21. But if you go to the 60, that's not right. Here it is, 383.38. So you're going to have dark pool prints and all that kind of stuff, but you always want to make sure of that. But you are inside day. But if you look at this 60 here, start off the week, we have 2 short weeks, which means we've got a good chance of inside weeks, right? Because you don't have that much time. So how do we get out of this broadening formation is what we want to know about. If we go to the monthly, here, we're still closer to being a 3-month or a compound 3-month to the downside, right? That's something we'd want to know about. And if you go to the weekly, here, now, if you're going to counter that, the 322. So if Santa's going to show up, that'd be a 322. So you'd need to take this out, 387.41, right? Then we'll talk. All right, let me see, that's right. Yep, 387.41. If we go to QQQ, here, also a 3-2 down. You got some distance to take this out, but if you can take this out, 274.78, that would get my attention. But once again, coming into the end of the year, a lot closer to being 3 on the month down, and these things are just having all sorts of tough times. So if we go to Apple, and Apple, trying to take all these guys out, blood red on the month. How are you going to turn that around? None time soon, or it ain't going to be easy. So if you go to the daily, if you're going to have any hope, you'd go 2-2 day on a Monday and try and come back up through here. But, we get to these macro stuff coming in the end of the year. Man, how are you going to turn these months around, come January? And how are you going to turn these years around come the yearlies? We'll get to that when we get to the macro vid. If we go to small cappers, and small cappers, look at this. This attempt here is troubling because you can see this sideways for 6, 7, 8 months. And this attempt to go higher tells me we got to attempt to go lower. Right? So if we go to the weekly, we got a doji on the week. So if we start taking this out, we're going to look to take these guys out. But we'll let them open and see how that goes. If we go to TLT bonds, here, the bonds did the 212 inside week to the downside to counter their monthly. Here, setting up RevStrat monther for more puke and sell everything we got. But we got 4 days on that. We'll see. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and Dow Jones Diamonds, we've known that they've been holding better than most all year, but still closer to 3-month on the downside. And if we go to the week, here, potential 322 if they want to bring it back up, but that would have to take this out, 334.32. Right? If we could do that, well, then you get my attention. If not, give me that 3-monther and broadening formation all the way back down through here is what we're looking for. So, like I said, we're not going to waste too much time because we're in exhaustion of the month, the year, the quarter, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of back and forth, and we're probably going to have a lot of inside quarters, a lot of that kind of stuff. So we're taking it day by day, and we have only 4 days this week, then only 4 days next week to start the year off, which gives us a big chance of a higher probability of inside weeks because you only have 4 days. So that could tell the tale. However, when we get into the macro, you'll see almost nothing has a chance of signaling, giving us a signal on the scenarios anyway, on the upside. However, you do have new continuity levels. So if continuity takes over, okay, then we'll talk. But as far as, a lot of these things like SPY and all these kind of things are nowhere near triggering a 2 up on the year and all that kind of stuff. So we'll go with that. And, it's always a process. It's always what we know. Do we have signals? And so it doesn't mean the market can't go higher. It certainly could. It would do it with continuity. It would be do short-term levels, short-term signals, as opposed to the macro levels in signals. But we'll see. That's why we play the game. So at this point, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I'm just going to leave it at that. And, we'll play him as we see him during the day. But let the year close out. Let the month close out. Let the quarter close out. Let the week close out. Can you go 3-2-2 for Santi? Or complete the 3-monther on the downside? That's what we're looking for coming into this week. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith & Black, the Weekend Fade.